I'm going to unbag and take a look at Cactus Air Force, Air War over the Solomons. This is a Decisions Games mini game series, part of the mini game folios. And this is part of their Air War system or series or whatever you want to call it. I have a few others in that series like Red Eagles and Mig Alley. And what these are kind of operational air games. They're not necessarily individual, fights or plane on plane like you might see in that some air simulations tend to cover. This is more of an operational type effect. And this is the air war over the Solomons during World War II. Let's take a look at the back of the package here. Air war over the Solomons. The island of Guadalcanal in the South Pacific was the base for American aircraft squadrons that engaged Japanese Navy and Army Air Forces over the Solomons. Those squadrons became known as the Cactus Air Force, from the code name given to the island itself. Cactus Air Force is a two-player war game covering the air campaign over the Solomon Islands during the critical period in late 1942. Both the American and Japanese players moved their bombers to attack critical targets while using fighters to struggle for air superiority. Each player controls units representing air groups. All of the famous aircraft are here: Japanese Zeros, Bettys, and Oscars, and the Allied F-4F Wildcat, P-40s, and B-17s. Each unit is rated for air superiority, bombing, and speed. The game uses a new and unique system that facilitates air operations, dispensing with the usual record keeping. The map covers the entire Solomon Island chain centered on Guadalcanal. Cactus Air Force is part of the Air Wars minigame series. Each player has a deck of campaign cards. They generate a range of events, including major naval battles such as the Eastern Solomons, to which players can commit their air units. Certain cards can be played in combination to gain advantage, leading to tense decision-making. There are special rules for Henderson Field, fighter bombers, and the Tokyo Express. There's an example of some of the counters there. Each counter represents an individual American or Japanese fight from among the actual aircraft types that operated over the Solomon Islands during the war, including fighters of many kinds, various bombers, seaplanes, and more. There is the map. There is an example of the cards, but why are we looking at all this when we can pop it out of the bag and see what is in here anyway? I tend to like these. I think I got Mig Alley first, which deals with the Korean War, and I tend to like them because they play pretty quick, and they're kind of driven from the cards. See, here are the Air Wars mini game system rules. So you can see right there. It's typical Decision Games fashion. It's triple column, black and white. There's going to be some imagery, but it's going to be black and white imagery there. So there's an example of those counters again, and some ground units. See here, the rules are not that exhaustive. I mean, you've got 4 pages of rules. I mean, who can't get through 4 pages of rules these days? So there's the rules. And here are the special rules for this scenario, or for this game, the Cactus Air Force. So, again, it's 2 pages, but this back page is mainly all the charts you're going to need. Japanese target register. So here's all your targets, allied targets. Here's your air superiority combat results table, anti-aircraft bombing combat results, and the like. So there is everything you need there. Design is Joseph Miranda. So you have that, and then here are the special rules for this scenario, which is 3 columns. So not a whole lot, and this is going to tell you what your victory is, or what you need to do for victory, how to set up the game, and the like. So not a lot there. Here are the cards that come in this game. Those open there, and each side will have their own cards, and these again kind of drive the game. There's the Japanese. There are the U.S. or allies. So this is the Battle of the Santa Cruz Islands. So these are kind of events and battles that take place that kind of, modify what's going on. Tells you what happens. Again, I misspoke. This, I was thinking of like the heroes system that they have, which really the cards drive that. These are more events that affect gameplay. So it's more card assisted than card driven. These are like events and stuff. So there's that. Here are the counters. They're going to be typical decision game counters. So there's going to be nibs on here. So you're probably going to want to do some clipping if you're a clipper. If you're like me, who's a partial clipper. It means I only clip half part of the counter. No, I clip some decision games, but I don't clip. I haven't started clipping everything because it would take me forever to go back. And they're dual-sided there. This is when they're based. And this is when they're out and about. Out and about. All right, here's the map. And it's a relatively small map, but it's again, as you're going to see here, it's operational. You've got all your charts on here, all your tracks on here. You got planning phase, operation phase. You've got your turns here. You've got hour down to 10. You've got U.S. Command level. You've got some holding boxes here for both sides. You've got Japanese command level. Then you have a terrain key here. So then look, we have a terrain effects chart right here. You get to see some of the map there. It's a grid map. All the Air Wars are grid maps. There's the primary area of operation around Guadalcanal and Henderson Field. And there you have it. So that is what you get in a bag of Cactus Air Force. As again, I generally like these games. They play really quick. And by the look of it, you think, well, maybe there's not too much decisions there, but there actually are quite a bit of decisions. I mean, and again, it's a two-player, plays really quick with just enough decisions to make it worthwhile. It's not deep. There's not a lot of chrome. I mean, the only chrome here are those event cards. But there you have it. I kind of like this series. I think there's some more out there. I think there's one on Battle of Britain, and there might be another one. But these are the three I have. I don't think I have any more, but these are the three that I can find. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts on these. Are these worth your time or not interested? They do take a little bit of a different look at Air War in a more simplified format and at a kind of an operational level, and I do like that. There's not a ton of games that do that. So in you and me, I always like different perspectives. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for watching.